Hey everyone, Extreme Crypto here, back with more news. The crypto markets is bleeding. There's still a $50,000 Bitcoin prediction. Pension funds looking at Bitcoin. And are we going to see smart contracts on the blockchain of Bitcoin? Bitcoin's price slips below $40,000, its lowest point since September. Bitcoin price fell to its lowest point since September on Monday. The price of the cryptocurrency slid to 39,650, the lowest level seen since September 21. According to data gleaned from TradingView per Coinbase, Bitcoin has since clawed back some of that decline, and as of the time of writing, is changing hands at roughly $40,730. At current prices, Bitcoin is more than 40% down from its all-time high of 69,000, which took place on November 9th. Now, we've seen Bitcoin rally up, we've seen Bitcoin go down. Is 40% that big of a drop? Monday's price action appears to be a continuation of last week's dynamic, where factors such as the US Federal Reserve willingness to cut interest rates sooner than expected floated as one possible reason for the broad macro market environment. For the first time in a while, we've actually turned long Vega, longer data options. We reckon actual extreme fear will kick in below 40,000 and below 3,000 in ETH. We intend to keep deltas, spot positions, very short if these pivot levels breaks, noted crypto trading firm QCP. In the picture, it seems likely that all-time highs in BTC and ETH will remain capped for most of 2022 as a result of central bank tightening. CoinGlass noted 218.2 million in overall liquidations in the past 4 hours, including 80.29 million in the Bitcoin segment specifically. Are the weekends getting shuffled out? Are we just getting another shake? Did we rebound? Where will Bitcoin go from here? Bitcoin falls below $40,000. ETH breaks $3,000. Bitcoin has fallen below $40,000 for the first time since July, with the cryptocurrency continuing to pile on losses as its market cap nearly halved since November to now 760 billion. Bitcoin has been in a bear market of sorts for the past 3 months since November high of $70,000, with it's now close to 50% down. That's after another red in stock with Nasdaq down 1.6, SP 500 down 0.9, while Dow is down 0.44 as of opening. Now my question here is, with crypto being down 50% or Bitcoin, and the stock market down 1.6, 0.9, 0.4, ain't crypto overreacting to the current market situation? Ethereum has fallen below $3,000, with its ratio down by about 10% as well to below 0.074 BTC per ETH. Some attribute this action to Fed seemingly being more hawkish than thought on rising interest rates, but Jerome Powell has not said anything yet, with him expected to appear at the Senate hearing on Tuesday. The December job report was worse than expected, with the effects of the lockdown in some of Europe and Canada still to be seen. Now, it is expected. With the pandemic, a lot of people has lost work. A lot of people have realized they can do things on their own and started their own businesses, companies, working from home. In China, the Xiong Group Holdings, which has some 5.72 billion in dollar bonds, has put all its properties on sale as a real estate collapse keeps rolling on there. Now we've seen different companies in China collapsing, especially the housing firms, and now another one putting all its houses on for sale. The Shanghai Composite Index is up, however, by 0.39%, even as data coming out from China suggests a slowdown. Yet again, stock market option is up, crypto is down. The big question is, of course, where all the money coming off the real estate market will go. China has strict capital controls, with its central bank trying to close any loopholes for years, but the size of dollar bonds indicates there's also plenty of foreign investors. Well, maybe China should loosen some of their restrictions. It will give them more opportunities. Gas prices are up by nearly 5% today to $4.10, but still far below the $6.20 in November, while oil is down some 0.28 to 78.65. All suggestions investors are maybe just sitting on cash and not really going anywhere, as not much is rising. So maybe they're just waiting to buy in again. While they're sitting on the cash because they're uncertain, they don't know what to do in this current market situation. In Bitcoin, most probably have cash on hand on the sideline, waiting to see what it does, making it very much a question currently where do or a reversal. But a 40 to 50% drop in Bitcoin, ain't that a reversal? How far do you want to reverse? You think at some point all this down is going to get a bit boring with all the interest rate stuff, inflation and so on, including China's property collapse, a bit of old news. So it's obviously fair to ask, has it all been priced in yet? That's for the market to say, but where Bitcoin's concerned, Bitfarm has hinted current price is now below mining costs. Bitfarm bought 1,000 Bitcoin. Now, a mining firm buying Bitcoin, doesn't that tell you the bottom is in? With the dip in BTC while mining hardware prices remain high, we seized the opportunity to move cash into Bitcoin. Bitfarm's founder and chief executive officer said. The cost to mine a Bitcoin is generally seen as the floor to price because once price falls below cost, certain dynamics kick in, which includes investment going towards buying Bitcoin directly rather than into mining gear. There are, of course, balancing mechanisms, so cost to mine is not some hard rule, but once price fall below cost, you'd expect miners to stop selling. Again, no one quite stops miners from still selling, but if they're not smart enough, eventually they will be bankrupt, at which point they will definitely stop selling. Therefore, if price has fallen below cost, then the downside might be less than the upside, because new dynamics kicks in. As it happens, Bitcoin is now rising above $40,000 and ETH above $3,000. But just what actual direction will it take remains to be seen. With the current market being uncertain, we might see a massive volatility in the markets. But even with all these downsides, we still see top crypto analysts predicts Bitcoin rally above $50,000. Well, going above $50,000, that's another 12 and a now it's over 20% rise from $40,000. A popular crypto strategist and trader is predicting that Bitcoin will ignite a rally above $50,000, but warns that BTC may not be able to sustain its ascent. Crypto analyst tells his 662,000 followers that he expects Bitcoin to print a bearish lower high set above $50,000, before resuming the downtrend. According to his chart, Bitcoin is currently in a bearish trend and looks poised to revisit its macro range below $30,000 by May 2020. Now, a lot of institutions will be licking their fingers and having cash on hand to buy at that price. In my opinion, institutions might stop the price from getting that low. In the short term, however, the crypto strategist says that support at 40,700 should hold as crucial price area, act as a strong resistance level for most of 2021. 40,700 historical context is so important yet rarely utilized. Where does big money enter and exit? Where's the institutions? When will they be buying? In technical analysis, once an asset takes out a strong resistance area, the price level often gets converted into support and bulls are expected to defend their hard-won territory. While Bitcoin puts up a relief rally, he believes that altcoins will either trade sideways or go lower, suggesting that Bitcoin will pull in most of the liquidity in the crypto markets. When there's uncertainty in the markets, go to your main coins. We know your main coins in the market will move and they will go forward. Bitcoin will untether itself from other assets, says Zach with the note for pension funds. Now we're all waiting for this day, Bitcoin breaking away. The more structured products come to market, the better for these pension funds. They need ways to get access points to own these assets in ways that they are safe and secure and fit more into the traditional box that they are comfortable with. There were really exciting things happening last year. We have the narrative around DeFi and NFTs, and now we're seeing things like staking emerge, which is the ability for people to generate yield of these assets. So there is a lot to be excited about as we move into 2022. The fact that you could take these assets and generate a yield of 5 or 10% a year is something that they are going to want to participate in. Now, there's no banks currently giving you 10% a year. But in crypto, you can get those gains on stable coins, some places even on Bitcoin. Just make sure you get into a safe haven, a company or a place which won't rug pull or run away with your money. But what purpose will Bitcoin serve? The position of Bitcoin in the long run is one of the hardest questions to answer and remains a hot topic to debate. The Ether Capital CEO is also unsure if Bitcoin can be called digital gold, a hedging asset, or something which is closer to growth and tech stocks. However, he's certain it will remain about one thing. I think over time, it will untether itself from other assets. It's certainly still being treated very much as a risk-on asset. The reason why it's a risk-on asset is due to the fact that it's still volatile. Seeing 40% to 50% moves, that's the main reason. Smart contracts may soon arrive on the Bitcoin blockchain through the integration. Well, that's what we're all waiting for. We've seen ETH smart contracts, Tron, AVAX, Solana, Cardano soon to be. Where can this take Bitcoin's price? What's the opportunities it's gonna bring? The internet computer is a blockchain computer that scales smart contract computation and data and runs them at the web speed. It was launched by Dfinity into the public domain on May 10, 2021. When ICP launched, it jumped to the top 5 in CoinMarketCap and moved back down slowly but surely. ICP, the native token of Internet Computer, ranks as the 27th largest cryptocurrency according to CoinMarketCap data and trades at $32.48. I saw it around $200 when it just launched. Taking cues from the Ethereum co-founder Vitalik, who believes that the future will be multi-chain, but it will not be cross-chain. Definity states that the direct integration is next-level cryptography. The first phase of the integration, referred to as threshold, is prerequisite for BTC ICP direct integration for both networks to talk to one another, as an ICP smart contract needs an ECDSA public key to securely sign and submit transactions to BTC. The next two phases are the launch of the BTC ICP net and mainnet, respectively. Bitcoin's Taproot upgrade unlocks smart contracts potential. Bitcoin's Taproot upgrade was activated in November 2021. The Taproot update sought to enable greater transaction privacy and efficiency, and most importantly, to unlock the potential for smart contracts, which can be used to eliminate middlemen from transactions. Now, middlemen is which pushes price up in anything, and by eliminating them will change the world. A big part of Bitcoin's makeover has to do with digital signatures, which are like the fingerprints an individual leaves on every transaction. Schnorr signatures were added to the Taproot upgrade, which essentially makes it multi-signature transactions unreadable. I'm looking forward to seeing smart contracts with Bitcoin. It creates opportunities, less and less middlemen, making the cost more affordable. What's your thoughts? What's your concerns? Comment below. And remember, hit that like button and please subscribe if you like the content. Have a great one and enjoy the gains.